Bradley Beal, James Harden, or Kevin Durant? That is a whole lot of votes.
For sure, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but one of these is my favorite player, and that happens to be the answer to this question. So get it right and get that VC.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this DH.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Banks. So the Nets starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the five, roaming the paint. And there he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Up top, Durant. Over Giannis. The shot by KD. No good.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Milwaukee. On the wing, Harris, defended by Middleton. Pass to Irving, clock at 6. Back to Durant. Irving against DiVincenzo, and it's Irving missing. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Chris Middleton. Here's Harden. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
In the corner, Middleton with it. It's stolen by Harris. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way over Holiday. Harden, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Harden.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Jordan against Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Lopez with the bucket.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. 6-point game. Here's KD. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Giannis inside. KD's on him. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Durant. Jordan. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for...
Oh, come on. Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Johnson, the pass to KD. Good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Craig. Back to Giannis. Poked away. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
It's Giannis with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Offensive rebound. The pass to Connaughton. Goes up again. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Portis against Green. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Can't cash in from close range.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, they're still power.
Okay, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Rockets in Houston.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked, but the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Craig passes to Connaughton. Passes to Craig. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Shamet. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Llewellyn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. This one for 3, and KD good for 3. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
And just how easy is that for KD? It's just amazing, effortless, elevating, and keeping his balance. Another triple.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Again, the Nets for 2.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
1:51 left in the second quarter. Augustine finds Portis. He gets it in there.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside Durant. Portis with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Out to the wing. Here's Forbes. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Here's Connaughton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Now here is Augustine. He's covered by Shamet. Augustine passes to Portis. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Pass to Luau. Now here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Back to KD. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet. For three, Middleton. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. DiVincenzo's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes in. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points, 7... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. 4 on the clock. Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Irving, good.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Great, can you... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nets with the lead. Harden surveying the D. The kick out to Irving. Harris outside. Now the dish to Jordan. And it's sent back by Lopez.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Harris finds Irving. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Middleton. The 3. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Harden. And it's sent back by Lopez. 3-on-3. For 3, Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 15 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
51 seconds left to play in the third. Holiday against Harden. And no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
From 17 feet out, and it falls over the rim and in. And now a 7-point Milwaukee lead.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden's shot is off. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. Now Harden looking to end his cold spell. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And against one of the toughest offense. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bucks leading by 7. They've got Brook Lopez. Portis is out there with Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Nets trail by 7. Shoots from 14, and he knocks down the jumper. KD's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Great job by Holiday keeping his head on a swivel, finding his man with the perfect pass there to finish off the pick and roll.
Here's Jordan, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And the jam by Harden.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Connaughton. Harris on the double team. Pass to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Holiday against Harden. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Count that one. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Out to Harris. Outside Irving. Good work there as it goes.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Holiday looking over the floor. To the paint. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Holiday against Harden. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Jordan against Giannis. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Irving for 3. The shot will not fall. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Now here's Middleton. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. The tray. Jordan with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 9 points. Up again and staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got his first points of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Portis, and he lays it straight in. Portis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
For 3, Durant. Rebounded by the Bucks. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So no problem for me. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Landry Shamet is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the center. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. 6 to shoot. KD passes to Jordan. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now here's Curry. 14 points from him the last game against Utah. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Outside Irving. Outside KD. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, stretch Armstrong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length, is just unreal.
Now here's Simmons. A 17-point game for him in the win against Utah. Back to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. The drive by Simmons.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
And there's the pass to KD. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. No good with the elbow jumper.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Durant against Harris. From 13, that doesn't go either for KD.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here is Durant. 76ers getting the bucket. Irving drives in. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
Now here's Simmons. He's covered by Shamet, and Embiid is right there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Curry against Irving. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Harris. And James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Embiid. Last game out, he had 40 points. And it's slammed in by Howard.
So tough to stay with the pick and roll. Howard moves so fluidly after setting the solid screen.
Harden left side. And he converts the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Maxey passes to Milton. He feeds it to Howard. And yes, it's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nets trail by 8. And here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Look, when he's not killing you on the perimeter, he's doing it inside.
Maxey passes to Howard. Out to the right wing. Pass to Milton. Back to Howard.
And Harden's showing great strides of improvement on D, really doing his best to bother shooters.
And their score. And for those of you just tuning in, the 2nd quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here is Harden. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Here's Milton. Inside, Howard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Harden. D right on him. Good D by Howard.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Back to Korkmaz. Right wing. Howard kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Howard. Over Jordan. Howard, good. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harden the pass to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Luwawu. And it's going to be a goaltending call here. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltender.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Howard, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Utah.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched
by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's KD. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers leading by 8. The drive by Simmons. Back to Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Harris, no good. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Down low, and slam dunk by Harris.
Sensational instincts in the pick and roll. Simmons, he excels at taking what the defense gives him.
Brown outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
A nice shot by Harris.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it back. Howard. Simmons finds Green. Simmons looking around. The offensive rebound.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
That's tipped. Shamet the pass to Green. Durant for 3. That shot no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run. No.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 2 assists. And that'll do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Shamet. It's Durant on the wing.
Now, Durant, he's so skilled on the offensive end. He can shoot the long ball, comfortable on the block, drive to the hole, dunk over you, give you the jump hook, post game, turn around. I mean, and look, that time, he makes a play from mid-range.
Thibault can't get it to go. Nets trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Thibault. Green against Harris. Here's Embiid. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Simmons finds Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
The 76ers leading by 18. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Irving for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
His three-point shot does not let him down. One of the many ways Irving affects the game.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Irving looking for an opening. And there's the feed to Jordan. Pass to Luwawu. Irving with a clean look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Here's Embiid. 10 points for him.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, KD. Here's Luwawu. But they get it back. Simmons with it. He's got 22. On the wing, Harris. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Jordan against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 19-point game. Passes it to Luwawu. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Now, here's Curry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris drives in. Embiid.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Now Irving. Basket good.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
So both teams making some changes here. The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
Here's Curry, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Irving is out there with Landry Shamis. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Green. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And stolen by Jordan. Pass to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Goes up the baseline. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
And the pass to Maxey. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. Curry attacking. Here's Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Such a force of nature inside. I love how hard Embiid goes to pick up these fouls.
And Embiid drops them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jordan. Outside for Durant. The 17-footer. Jump shot is good that time.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Philadelphia leading by 15. Outside Curry. Back to Milton. Passes it to Maxey. The dish to Embiid. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Milton in the corner. Back to Curry. Pass to Korkmaz. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Embiid gets it to go.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Irving passes to Harris. There's the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to Korkmaz. High post, Embiid. There's the pass to Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Irving passes to Shamet. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Curry wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 6 assists in the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Embiid with the block. And here is Harris. Pass to Maxey. Harris outside. Milton in the corner. Passes it to Maxey. Just 4 to shoot. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And a new group in for the Nets. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He kicks to Irving. And it's blocked. Pass to Maxey. Dishes to Scott. The pass to Maxey. Back to Scott. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. A nice shot by Poirier.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot.
In the spirit
A look from above the incredible City Hall building here at our broadcast location tonight, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's NBA basketball.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Harris is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Midway through the season, our teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity.
Look at that. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And stolen by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Harris passes to Embiid, tries again. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And then Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
That one misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Now here's Embiid.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low, make a difference on this end.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Holiday after Ben Simmons' bucket. Lopez. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harris dishes to Embiid. Harris inside, guarded by Holiday. Embiid, no good.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Here's Harris after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with the length of Antetokounmpo. I mean, his name is long enough, and then you look at the body.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And it's sent back by Howard.
Now that reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Portis can't get it to go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And that one, good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here is Howard after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Yep, it counts.
A soft touch there from Dwight, gifted at measuring those interior shots.
Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Connaughton. And the rebound goes to Howard. The 76ers leading by 5. And there's the pass to Maxey. Back to Milton to the wing right side. Pass to Maxey. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Augustine passes to Portis. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Here's Korkmaz. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about.
I think the most important lesson I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Maxey. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Milton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Fast break, here we go. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his first basket of the night. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Thibault, the pass to Howard. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And so Curry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Outside for Curry. Stolen by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Such a smart defensive player. Drew Holiday understanding when he should go after steals. You're going to go for it. Get it.
Curry passes to Embiid. Knocked loose. Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in. Inside. Lopez with the steal. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. The putback. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Harris finds Curry. Harris against Middleton, and it's Harris off the drive to the paint, looking to end the run. Embiid, no good. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I wonder if Antetokounmpo is Greek for lightning, because that's what he did there on the penetration.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Drew Holiday, and the second free throw, good. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bucket is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
The drive by Simmons. And the rejection by Giannis. Out the basket.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Harris. Lopez with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Timeout called, the 76ers. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Free throw good. Giannis.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Harris with it. Now guarded by Giannis. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Here's Giannis. Over to the wing. And Giannis throws it down.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Snatched away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Giannis just plays so hard. What's not to like about the approach he has, game in and game out?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Here's Curry. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Embiid with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he makes that one. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the 76ers with possession. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Green finds Curry. Back to Green. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocked away.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Outside, Green. Passes to Embiid. And he makes good on the layup. Embiid's got 6.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Sixers.
Harris dishes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Middleton for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Simmons on the wing. Holiday against Harris. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Embiid.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running, and the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Green, and it's Shake Milton in for Tobias Harris. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Ben Simmons. Here's Forbes. Kicks it out to Wilson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shoots the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Back to Augustine. Pass to Wilson. To the wing on the left. Forbes. No good on the triple. Ahead, here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Milwaukee leading by 4. Maxey out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. Feeds it to Howard. Great D that time from Portis. The Bucks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Here's Howard. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The pass to Korkmaz. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Bobby Portis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Howard. Thibault with the ball. Back to Howard. Clock at 4. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Oh, the official.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. It means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
And they take the lead. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. For 3, Middleton tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Here's Simmons. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
Now, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Back to Simmons. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Count!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Takes the three. It counts! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Here's Simmons. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Harris subbed in for Korkmaz. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Holiday's checked in. Antetokounmpo against Green. Middleton for three. Another miss by Middleton. Now Embiid, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 5. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Outside Curry. Kicks it to Harris. There's Green with the three. So the 76ers win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, or Bill Russell? This one should be an easy one, for sure.
So many great players, but only one has that honor.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Landry Shamet is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4-man position. Just 2 to shoot. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
Holiday finds Middleton. Over Harris. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Now, here is Harden. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, I tell you what, the defender did a good job trying to challenge that shot, but Jordan's strength caused him to create the foul.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
No one covering.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
That one goes. Count it.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Durant against Antetokounmpo. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Durant.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shamet off target with his 3. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And he jams it with authority.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Now here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Now the pass to Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Harden, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. A miss that time, would have put him up.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan.
You know, overall now.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Deflects the pass. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Harden picking him up. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. 5 seconds left in the first. On the wing, Brown. He got it up, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Green. Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Offensive rebound. Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The alley-oop layup, very well done. Craig's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Irving's shot is good.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. The shot's good from Forbes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Here's Augustine following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. It's stolen by Green. Brown kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Irving kicks to Brown. Irving against Augustine. Irving can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Shamet. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Harden against Holiday. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a chance here to check out some stats for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Brooklyn now. Nets trail by 8. Now Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Shamet. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. Durant with a wide open look. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Bucks leading by 12. DiVincenzo the bounce pass. And Giannis throws it down.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Green kicks to Harden. Just 3 on the clock. He lays it in. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the...
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Antetokounmpo. James Harden picking up that last basket. Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. Bruce Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
The big fella with the big finish, Lopez, rocking that rim.
To the inside, and the dunk by Jordan.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And that one's good, Irving.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Irving for 3. Second chance shot. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Durant.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. For 3, Middleton. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. The Bucks also changing it up. Torrey Craig comes in for Brook Lopez. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Now Augustine following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's running. Bucks leading by 7. Middleton for 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Middleton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks. Augustine against Irving. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good. 2 points. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here is Augustine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here we go. Irving, good.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Portis, the pass to Craig. And the layup falls. Craig's got 6.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Back to Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kept alive. Kicks it down to Middleton. From deep. That shot no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Harden out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Green kicks to Shamet. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Middleton buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 9 points here in the second half. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Harden the pass to Green, and he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Now here is Holiday. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Count that bucket. 14 points for Chris Middleton.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Nets trail by 11. Harden surveying the D. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
On the wing, Holiday, guarded by Harden. Outside Holiday. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden dishes to Green. Harden against Holiday. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. And taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Shamet. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here's Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the officials call a traveling violation. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Brown. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harris kicks to Shamet. Harris inside. Antetokounmpo's there. It's Harden with the drive. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
And Harden with the stuff.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Now here is Holiday. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Middleton for 3. Middleton on the wing. 4 on the clock. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now, here's Shamet. Jordan's shot is off.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Off the left rim and out.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Jordan dishes to Durant. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Connects from downtown.
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than...
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
Foul shot. Rims out. Dave Fry with the board. Wow.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV Day Fry. Now, your organization had the #1 pick last year. You guys selected JVM, and now you are defending champions. Congratulations. So the upcoming draft, what is your organization looking for in order to defend the title?
All we're looking for in this year's draft to kind of help us, try to go back to back is somebody that's going to come in and just kind of buy into what we already built. We kind of already have our base. We have 4 guys coming back, and we're really just looking for that one.
Certainly one of the most beautiful structures. We are near.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Irving misses. Philadelphia with the ball. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Now here's Simmons. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Embiid. Outside, Green. Curry dishes to Embiid. Curry kicks to Simmons. And the NBA. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Harris looking it over. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Four on the shot clock. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Green dishes to Embiid. Harris against Jordan. Harris passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
All that Embiid needs really is positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you know he's dunking.
Irving passes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. No good from Simmons.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid off target with the jump hook. Nets trail by 4. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, stretch Armstrong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go from the wing. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 4. Green dishes to Embiid. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. The Nets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Luwawu, the pass to Brown. The kick out to Irving. Back to Brown. Pass to Irving. And the rebound goes to Howard.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Hilton the pass to Howard. Oh, that was an impressive throw-down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Over Jordan. Howard can't hit.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Brown kicks to Green. Plenty of space. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Houston. Korkmaz passes to Thibault. He feeds it to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. 8 points his last outing. Howard can't hit. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Green, the pass to Jordan. Here's Shamet. Back to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. To the middle. Doesn't go that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And now the 76ers on the break. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Milton, the pass to Howard. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Howard's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
Philadelphia leading by 6. And here's Maxey. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Shamet. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Again, Philadelphia.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jeff Green on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Milton grabs the board.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Howard with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. From past the arc. Korkmaz, no good. In transition, here come the Nets.
A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. And here's Maxey. 3-pointer on the way. Jordan with the rebound. 1:09 left now here in the second. Passes it to Green. The pass to Llewellyn. Shamet, the pass to Llewellyn. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. That one goes in. Jordan's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Maxey passes to Howard. And that one's good. Shamet.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Korkmaz kicks to Thibault. Inside, and Howard with the stuff.
A little bit of a throwback evening for Howard. Has all of his moves working here tonight.
Nets trail by 8. Brown outside. Excellent D from Howard.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for Philadelphia. Between his points,
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserve.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. A big night so far for Dwight Howard. He had 12 points and 6 rebounds. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. On the wing, Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid. Green up on top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Green. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Simmons finds Green. Simmons passes to Embiid. Tries again. Inside. Out to Harris. From outside the arc, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Outside Durant. Feeds to Jordan. Nets passing it around. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
The 76ers leading by 9.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. The feed to Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harden against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Mike, whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Back to Harden. Outside Irving. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that one drops for him.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
The 76ers leading. Embiid dishes to Green. Back to Embiid. Outside for Curry. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Green. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Green with the ball. Now Green defending. Embiid kicks to Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. The jump hook, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Irving. To the paint, here's Green, and the rejection by Embiid.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Out to Harris, down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden inside the three-point line, and he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The drive by Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Durant, no good. Now Green, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside for Simmons. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And you have to credit their defense. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Axie out there with Shake Milton. And it's Simmons in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Brown, good. Brown's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Brooklyn.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Passes it to Milton. Embiid is at the elbow. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's got the ball.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
Simmons passes to Embiid. To the left side wing. Now here's Maxey. Back to Embiid. Stolen by Durant. Shamet on the wing. Over Milton. And it's Shamet missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 13. Here is Harden. Brown the pass to KD. Over Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steals.
Nets trail by 15. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. He dishes it to Embiid, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And the pass to Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
And he can't hit the second. The 76ers leading by 16. And Curry has it in the corner. The drive by Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, we know the business of basketball is red hot. Franchise values are skyrocketing. And not only that, Chris, the NBA is America's most popular sport among those 34 and younger.
Well, yeah, it was cool, Kevin. That bodes well for the future, right? It wouldn't surprise me in the next decade or so if the NBA became the premier sport league in the U.S. Well, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid because it's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun on and off the court.
And the jam by Harden.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. High post, Embiid. He's against Jordan. Here's Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
Green dishes to Simmons. Curry finds Embiid. Outside for Simmons. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tony Bradley's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Ben Simmons. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Simmons. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Scott up top. Dishes it to Bradley. Here's Poirier. Off the mark. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Yeah, can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Here's Giannis, and he banks in the layup. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Curry passes to Embiid, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green kicks to Harris. Back to Green. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up. Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Now we can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And now the 76ers on the break, and slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Giannis outside. The feed to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
DiVincenzo against Harris. Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Here's Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Curry finds Harris. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Then for the 76ers, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Green.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Maxey passes to Embiid. No good there. Good D by Lopez.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Count it. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Korkmaz. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Maxey out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz at the power forward. For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. It's stolen by Milton. And now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Howard. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now here is Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shoots inside. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Connaughton, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Craig, good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Howard. And contact on the and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Augustine. Korkmaz. and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 11. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Green passes to Korkmaz. And there's the pass to Howard. That one, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Augustine.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Lopez. A nice shot by Simmons.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
To the middle. Middleton outside. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Left side Curry. 1 second left.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points and 1 steal. It's easy to see.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Holiday, here we go. And it's good for 2. Holiday's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Outside for Curry. Back to Embiid. Lopez with the block. Holiday finds Middleton. It's good.
That smooth shot selection from Middleton, that is definitely a spot he can get the job done from.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo, and it's Simmons penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his point today.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the Bucks with some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
It's good. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Shots good by Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
The jump hook. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Milton finds Curry. Great pass to set up the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that one's good. Maxey's got his second bucket tonight.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Here is Forbes, defended by Milton. And he gets it to go.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
1:16 left in the third. To the inside, Howard. It doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Connaughton passes to Forbes. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Maxey passes to Thybulle. He kicks it to Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
I mean, you see the shoulders there, right? You got to respect the strength that he has on the inside. The D has no choice but to foul him when he's in that deep.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for DJ Augustine. The 76ers also with a sub. Green's checked in. And he makes the first.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Back to Howard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one drops. DiVincenzo's got his second basket. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. With 1 on the clock, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Bucks on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 10-1 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Matisse Thybulle, Green out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Giannis inside. Guarded by Simmons, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo's there.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good on the 3.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the first one drops. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Curry.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
It's stolen by Curry. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Holiday with the block.
Get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Here's Giannis. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Cans it from downtown.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Passes it to Embiid over Lopez. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Holiday looking for an opening. Embiid with the steal. Harris passes to Curry. Here's Simmons. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw, no good. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside for Simmons. Over Lopez. And too long on the shot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 1. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. And more the team trusts him in those moments.
On the wing, Milton. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Harris outside. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard. And a great feel for when guys are open.
Milton kicks to Simmons. Feeds to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 10 points for Joel Embiid.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
From 7, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Lopez right side. Middleton on the wing. Launches it. Simmons pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. 40 seconds left in the game.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
That one drops for him.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Milton the pass to Green. He feeds it to Embiid. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they actually could take a 3 here and go for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a good look inside.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Curry outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.